today in Giant Puppy Town. I'm making him some popcorn because he was sitting so sweetly and kind of forlornly, I guess, over at his bowl like he wanted something. He's just got regular food, but I did give him some bacon this morning. So anyway, I decided I would make some popcorn. Usually I will share some of it with him. And he's been sitting over at the microwave waiting for the popcorn and drooling on the floor. Okay, baby, we're gonna get you some popcorn. It's hard to keep him in the same one shot. Okay, here. Let's see. Let's see his reaction. What do we think of the popcorn? Hmm? Alright, we have to be careful not to give you any kernels, but I will share a little I will share a little bit of popcorn with you. Alright, let's see here. Yummy! Alright, I'm gonna share some with you. I just thought it was so funny. He was watching the microwave and drooling. And like sometimes he's such a good boy because he'll know he's not supposed to bug you when you're eating. So he'll like sit a little bit away from you and look at you. But you can tell when he's being such a good boy and holding himself back because of the little slobber slingers. Like his mouth starts watering. Like he's imagining the good food that he's not eating, but he's being such a good boy and holding himself back. And then you get drool, gross drool. So a month or two, and then he's gonna have to go to state-of-the-art indoor-outdoor kennel with his girlfriends, and I'll get my clean house back. But for now, we're enjoying the stinky, gross, slobbery boy. And by the way, last night he woke us up. He woke me up. My husband had headphones on. He was barking and barking and barking. What were you barking at, Freedom? Somebody was outside plowing snow. And he couldn't see through the window because it was closed, and so he was all stressed out. And apparently along that line, he scared the mail carrier the other day. My husband was sleeping down here, and all of a sudden Frida started barking like crazy and throwing his little body against the door. And then Jason got up and looked outside, and the mail carrier was running away from the house. And Jason's like, "I'm so sorry," and showed her the dog. He's only 4 months old, and she's seen those videos where the dog will just like bust through the door or bust through the window. So she wasn't taking any chances, which is horrible. But like on the one hand, it makes you feel bad, but on the other hand, knowing he's not actually gonna live in the house forever, he will live in a very nice heated kennel with girlfriends, where he can be messy and he can be the protector and protect all his girls. It makes you feel good because you know, like, hey, he could scare a criminal if there was somebody trying to actually break into my house, which is what you kind of want this breed of dog for. English Mastiffs, they used to, I mean, I think they had different uses through the years. They came from a type of molossus, a molosser dog, which was like a war dog. One of the earliest stories I can remember is that it may have even been the first English Mastiff. Somebody protected her master on the battlefield and wouldn't let people like take his body. And so she bred a litter of puppies, and that kind of turned into the English Mastiff. Anyway, I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the kennel. I think there's an L involved in it, and it's in England. And their faces used to look a little bit different. Like, type was bred into them over time, but I think that's where that loyalty was really defined into the breed with that dog that would protect her owner on the battlefield with her own body. And then she went on to have puppies, which like sort of founded the English Mastiff line. Now, of course, it probably goes back years and years and years into the Molossers, which were war dogs. But the point is that English Mastiffs throughout history have been used as guard dogs. So he's actually doing his job. He's actually doing his job scaring people away from the house. But it makes you feel a little bit bad. But then on the other hand, it makes you feel so proud. And we've been training him to protect me. My husband will pretend like he'll make noise and pretend he's swinging punches or whatever. And then the puppy will growl or put his body in between us. And so you're just kind of proud, like, hey, this is the temperament that we're aiming for, like sweet, but protective. And he's not gonna hurt a fly unless he thinks like there's an actual problem. Like the other day, I let him out. I was a very bad dog owner. I let him out without looking very closely. And I didn't have his harness or leash on. I just was letting him out to use the bathroom. And he took off, and it turned out somebody was walking their little dog on a leash. And he just went up to say hi. Like, he wasn't meaning to be aggressive. He was just like saying hi. But I felt bad. So I think this is more on us as English Mastiff owners to make sure that we only put our dogs in situations responsibly. But it is nice to have that extra layer of security. All right, you guys have a good day.